Okay, we're gonna start with a bit of a spicy question. If you are the stay-at-home parent full-time, is it your job to do everything related to the house and kids? Well, a wife wrote to Carolyn Hax saying that when her husband became the full-time breadwinner, he recused himself from all housework and only pitches in reluctantly when she asks him to. So he says that's what stay-at-home moms are supposed to do. Okay, Farah, is this a fair trade or exchange?
I'm sorry. So hold on, let me get this straight. She quits her career to take care of his house, to raise his children, and then he decides to quit at home?
Right.
Doing anything at home? How does that make any sense?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Like, I think obviously it's an unfair comparison. Being a parent does not end at 9 to 5. So like right off the bat, you lose me.
Yep. Correct.
Having said that, I just got to acknowledge the fact that, like, I actually work with several mothers. I know several mothers whose partners are stay-at-home dads, right, who aren't working right now. And they've admitted, they'd be like, you know what, I actually kind of expect when I come home that the house is tidy and that I have a meal on the table. And my thing is like, yeah, of course. But
Because
so why
you have to fix millions of years of patriarchy.
Is that what it is? Because I'm just calling it out here that I think most women who hear that story, do you hear, if a working full-time mother comes home to a dad who's at home, would you not expect that there would be maybe a meal on the table? Would you not expect that?
But it's rare. That's more rarefied air.
I agree, and I also think the input-output is what bothers me. It's like he said, I'm working, I'm bringing home the bread, and because I bring the paycheck, you then do all of this. First of all, I don't know why we're putting housework and childcare under the same umbrella. You're the dad. Hello, is this thing on?
Yes.
And then also the other thing is, you're at work doing your work, enjoying your colleagues, maybe having a salad. She's at home folding your underwear. Do you know what I mean? So emotionally, it doesn't land in the same place for me.
And also, we haven't put a value, as I think this is the problem in our economy. We haven't put a dollar value on what caregiving actually costs. We think it's free.
Yeah.
It's not free because of we don't clock in 9 to 5. It's around the clock. I will also say, obviously, the age of the children is going to matter. If mom is at home with very young children, trust me, when she gets home, she's looking at husband going, you better go cook. You better go do the laundry, because I haven't even gone to the bathroom today, okay? So it's not even.
And there's 3 children.
And there's 3 children,
which is,
right?
to
And
be
you have
noted,
3.
that's
You have
correct.
3.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, that's
It's actually close in age, right?
Yes,
Like
very
yours.
close in age. They're 19 months apart.
But, you know, 2 things on this. One is that I think that it's harder to stay at home than it is to go to work.
Same.
Okay.
Does it depend on the type of job you have?
I left journalism. I was a news anchor. I had a very hard job, a very demanding job, and I still found it when I left, and before I knew what I wanted to do, I'm now in the speaker circuit, the keynote speaker circuit. But before I did that, I was trying to figure out what to do, and I was home. And the days went by so fast. By the time I dropped the kids to school, did the grocery shopping, came home, figured out what to have for lunch. My husband was working from home, made his lunch. Then I'd have to go back to school to pick up the kids. Like, it was like, it goes by like this.
And can I also say this? I know there's a lot of boys up here. You also have a daughter. There is a part of me that also says, trying to rectify patriarchy, I need my daughter to see her father doing household chores. I need her to see that.
No, that's very fair.
Yes, and I think it's important that my sons see a mother who goes to work.
Yes.
I think that's important. Not to diminish the role of the stay-at-home mom, but I think it's good for them to see that mom has power and mom has control
100%.
and mom enjoys her life in the professional
And also that there
capacity.
is value put on that, because I think mom being at home with the kids all day, that caregiving role as a whole, Western culture devalues caregiving. And I also don't want my husband to think that he's coming home and I'm the help.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I want you to think I'm sexy. I still want you to look at me like I'm your wife. Otherwise, you pigeonhole me as I'm just the one who does diapers and laundry and cooking. No.
I mean, can I just admit something here among friends? Because I was surprised the fact that Jason's been away for a few months, and he's done this a few times.
He's working.
He works exactly on film. And as soon as he goes away, at first it's more challenging, and then afterwards it's actually kind of easier because I just get to do all the things the way I want to do them. And it's dawned on me that sometimes this division of labor thing makes things a little easier. I'm not saying we want to go back to the old-timey times, and I think this guy sounds like a real jerk. Having said all that, I was surprised as a fierce feminist to suddenly realize at my age that sometimes I like just being told, like, I would like to have control of all of the food, maybe, and also maybe all of the parenting decisions because it gets complicated when he gets involved. And I don't know what that says, and we're not going to solve it today, but we can talk about it at another time.